हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you very much for your kind association. Please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta koti vaishnav vrinda ki jai. Om अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने. नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. विद्यातपो वित्तवपुः. Beg your pardon. विद्यातपो वित्तवपुर्वयः कुलैः सतां गुणैषड्भिरसत्तमेतरैः स्मृतौ हतायां भृतमानदुर्दृशः स्तब्धा न पश्यन्ति हि धाम भूयसाम् गुणाधिकान् मुदं लिप्सेत् अनुक्रोशं गुणाधमात् मैत्रीं समानादन्विच्छेन् तापैरभिभूयते. योऽन्तप्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत् अखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्. भक्तिं मुहुः प्रवहतां त्वयि मे प्रसङ्गो भूयादनन्तमहताम् अमलाशयानाम् येनाञ्जसोल्बणमुरुव्यसनं भवाब्धिं निश्ये भवद्गुणकथामृतपानमत्तः. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. We are continuing our study of Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 2, entitled Prajapati Daksha Curses Lord Shiva. Text 25. 25, no? 4.2.25. Giraha Shrutaya Pushpinya Madhu Gandhena Bhurina Mathna Chonmathitatmanah Sammuyantu Haradvishah. Shri Nandishwar, a dear devotee and follower of Lord Shiva, is speaking. May those who are envious of Lord Shiva, being attracted by the flowery language of the enchanting Vedic promises, and who have thus become dull, always remain attached to fruitive activities. So he gave a curse that these people who have cursed Lord Shiva based on material considerations, may they remain karmis. Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport, the Vedic promises of elevation to higher planets for a better standard of materialistic life are compared to flowery language because, why we say flowery language of Vedas, why is that metaphor used? Because in a flower, there is certainly an aroma, but that aroma does not last for a very long time. In a flower, there is honey, but that honey is not eternal. So just like a flower gives material benefits, material gratification, similarly, karma kand also leads to all this heavenly enjoyment, but it is ultimately all temporary. 26. Sarva bhaksha dvija vrityai dhrita vidya tapovrata vitta dehendriya rama yachaka vicharantiha. These brahmanas take to education, austerity, and vows. Vrata means vow. Austerity means tapa. And dhrita vidya means to education. These brahmanas were materialistic. They take to education, even austerities and vows. But for what reason? Only for the purpose of maintaining the body. Deha indriya arama. For the satisfaction of the senses and the body. That's all. That is the reason why they engage in austerity and education and different vrat. Now in Kartik, all of us have taken a vrat to sing Damodar Ashtakam every day for 1 month, offer ghee lamps. What is the purpose? कुबेरात्मजो बद्धमूर्तव्ययद्वत् त्वया मोचितो भक्ति भाजौ कृतौ च तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वकामे प्रयच्छ न मोक्षे ग्रहो मेस्ति दामोदरेह. They shall be, so Shri Nandishwarji is saying, so these Brahmanas who are performing education, austerity, and vows for the sake of just maintaining the body, all Laukik desires, no Paralaukik desires, they shall be devoid of discrimination between what to eat and what not to eat. They will acquire money begging from door to door. Yachaka, begging door to door. Yachaka vicharantu, and they will keep wandering here and there to earn money simply for the satisfaction of the body. Deha indriya arama. Purport. The third curse inflicted by Sri Nandishwar on the Brahmanas who supported Daksha is completely functioning in the age of Kali. Srila Prabhupada says this curse of Nandishwar has taken effect. We can see it in Kali Yuga. So-called Brahmanas are no longer interested in understanding the nature of the Supreme Brahman because Brahma janati iti Brahman. Although Brahman means one who has attained knowledge about Brahman. In the Vedanta Sutra also it is said, Atato Brahma Jigyasa. Human life is meant for realization of Supreme Brahman, Krishna. Unfortunately, modern Brahmanas, they are only so-called Brahmanas. They are Brahma Bandhus. They have left their own occupational duties of Patan, Patan, Yachan, Yajan. But they do not allow others to occupy the post of Brahmanas. The qualification of Brahmanas are described in the Shastra, Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, in other literature also. Brahman is not hereditary title. If someone from a non-Brahman family, for example, someone born in a Shudra family, tries to become a Brahman by being properly qualified under the instruction of a bona fide spiritual master, these so-called Brahmanas will object. Such Brahmanas, having been cursed by Sri Nandishwar, are actually in a position where they have no discrimination between eatables and non-eatables and simply live to maintain the perishable body and its family members. That is a plight of Brahmanas many times in Kali Yuga. 27. Tasyaivam vadata shapam shrutva dvija kulaya vai भृगु pratyasrachapam brahmadandam duratyayam. When all the hereditary Brahmanas were thus cursed by Nandishwar, the sage Bhrigu, as a reaction, condemned the followers of Lord Shiva with this very strong Brahminical curse. Brahmadandam duratyayam. Very strong Brahminical curse. Bhrigu gave. Shap. Curse. Purport. The word Duratyaya is particularly used in reference to a Brahma Danda or the curse of a Brahman. A curse by a Brahman is very strong. Therefore, it is called Duratyaya or insurmountable. Just like the material laws are insurmountable, Daiviyesha Gunamai Mama Maya Duratyaya. Similarly, the curse of a Brahman is almost impossible to avoid. Srila Prabhupada says to get out of this material contamination, one should take shelter of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Mamevaya prapadyante mayametam tarantite. So one cannot avoid the curse of a Brahman. The only way is to take shelter of Krishna. Can you give me an example from Srimad Bhagavatam where a great Brahman cursed a Kshatriya and it did not take effect? Cursed, spoke a curse which did not take effect. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Yes, Shama Kishori Mataji.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभुजी दंडवत प्रणाम.
Dandavad.
Durvasa Muni and Ambarish Maharaj.
He created a demon to harm Ambarish Maharaj, but a curse, how Shringi cursed, or how Nandishwar is cursing, or how Bhrigu is Muni is cursing, curse. But that was good. Yes, Kesha Madhav Prabhu.
Bali Maharaj being cursed by Shukracharya.
But it did take effect in a way that he lost all his kingdom to Lord Vamanadev. Of course, from a spiritual perspective, he gained Shri Krishna, in whom all the universes are. But from external point of view, his curse work. But there is one very glaring example, and I would like all of you to note it down in Srimad Bhagavatam. There is the story of Prasridra, and his school guru was none other than Shri Vasishtha Muni. And Prasridra, he was a Gopal. He was a caretaker of the cows. He was a brahmachari, even though he was the prince. And he used to guard them all night, sitting in Virasan with his sword. He was a Go Sevak. One night, it was raining. It was dark night. No moon, no stars, like tonight. Keshamadabru. In Atlanta, it is dark, it is cloudy, and it's Amavasya today. Haribol. Very dark night. And it was raining, and a tiger came into the cowshed to kill a cow. And the tiger attacked the cow. The cow made a noise, being very helpless. Prasridhra immediately got up from his Virasan position, drew his sword. In the night, he could not see anything. So wherever he heard the sound of the tiger, he swiped his sword. He swung his sword. The sword chopped off an ear of the tiger and then sliced through the neck of the cow. The tiger lost the ear, but the cow died. Only in the morning, Prasiddhara realized what had happened. The tiger ran away, only lost part of the ear, left a trail of blood and ran away. But the cow did not survive. The cow was dead. So immediately Prasiddhara went to his Gurudev, Shri Vasishtha Muni, and told that unknowingly, inadvertently, I committed Gohatya. Vasishtha Muni was very upset with Prasiddhara, even though it was not his mistake. He said, "You fool, what mistake, abominable mistake you have committed. You killed a cow. I curse you to become a Shudra in your next life." Prasiddhara with folded hands accepted the curse of his Gurudev and left his kingdom and just went into the forest and took complete shelter of Shri Krishna. Mamevaya prapadyante mayametam tarantite. Material world, the curse and blessing both are material. Mamevaya prapadyante mayametam tarantite. Both are maya. blessing and curse. Banasur had a blessing from Lord Shiva, 1000 arms. Hiranyakashipu had so many blessings from Lord Brahma. Ravan had blessings from Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma. What happened to him? All these blessings were material. Shringi cursed Parikshit Maharaj. Curse was material. You will die. But material curse. What did it do to Parikshit Maharaj, who is not the body but the soul? Nothing. Hastened meeting Krishna. So, in the material world, blessings and curse, both are material. And both are material means both are Maya Janit. Both are creations of Maya. And Mamevaya Prapadyante Maya Metam Tarantite, Lord Krishna says, if you surrender to me, you will go beyond Maya. So the only way to transcend the curse is to take shelter of Krishna. Prasiddha took shelter of Shri Krishna and the curse of Vashishta Muni. Can you imagine Vashishta Muni? He is the guru of Lord Ramchandra. Vashishta Muni's curse did not work. Haribol. And Prasiddha went back to Godhead. Never had to become a Shudra. Bhagavatam says that is the power of bhakti. Karmani nirdhati kintu cha bhakti bhajam govindam adi purusham tamaham bhajam. 28. Bhavavrata dhara yecha tan samanuvrata pashandinaste bhavantu satshastra paripanthinah. This is a very horrible curse. Bhrigu Muni gave this curse. One who takes a vow to satisfy Lord Shiva or who follows such principles will certainly become Pashandi, atheist, and be diverted from transcendental scriptural injunctions. Sat Shastra Paripanthina. Pantha means the path. Paripanthina means they will be diverted away. What is the definition of Pashandi? Who knows? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Yes. Keshavada Prabhu.
Defiler of the Vedas. He is interpreting the Vedas wrongly.
Very good. Yes, correct. Yes. Satyaru Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I am not sure about the verse, but one who considers Krishna and other demigods equal or independent of each other is called as a Pashandi or atheist.
Very good. Excellent. Yes, Janani Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी
Hare.
समत्वेनैव वीक्षेत स
Yastu
पाषण्डे
Narayanam Devam Brahmarudradidaivataye Samatvenaiva Viksheta Sapashandi Bhavedruvam. Very good. Haribol. That is the actual paribhasha, definition of Pashandi. Yastu Narayanam Devam, Narayan, and Brahma, Rudra, Adi Devata, and Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and other demigods. Samatvenaiva Vikshet. Vikshet means to see. Samatvenaiva means one who sees equal, Saman. Who? Lord Narayan on one side, and Shiva, Brahma, and other devatas on the other side to be equal. Samatvenaiva. They are all same. एक ही है रे. सब एक ही है. किसी की भी पूजा करो. गणपति बाप्पा मोरिया, दुर्गा पूजा, शिव पूजा, कृष्ण पूजा, राम पूजा, विष्णु पूजा, सत्यनारायण पूजा, सूर्य पूजा, सब एक ही है. Those who speak like this, Hindu temple, this also, that also, Sai Baba also, Ganpati also, Shiv Parivar also, Ram Parivar also, Navagraha also, and Shani also. So those who see that, or they say everything is same. सब एक है. भगवान के अलग अलग रूप है. Those who oversimplify, like remember one day what one person told me? I went to his house and they literally served me meat. So I said, no, I don't eat meat, vegetarian. अरे, क्योंकि मैं ऐसे ही टपक गया उनके घर पे. Their family friends and I was in the city, so I had to just pay respect. So I went to pay respects, and they were eating some non-veg thing they had cooked. So they offered me. I said, "नहीं नहीं नहीं, I cannot have. I'm vegetarian." Vegetarian? तो दाल भी है, राइस दाल ले लो. I said, नहीं, वो दाल में लहसुन दिख रहा है मेरे को. I can see garlic floating in that dal. I cannot have that dal. अच्छा, वेजिटेरियन में भी अनियन गार्लिक नहीं लेते? नहीं. अच्छा ठीक है, तो चाय तो पियो हमारे साथ. ऐसे चाय भी नहीं पीता, सॉरी. आई डोंट हैव टी ऑल्सो. He felt that person felt so sorry for me. He literally touched my chin and did like this. बेटा, बहुत ऑस्टेरिटीज कर रहा है तू. He was elder to me, my father's age almost. Said, बच्चा बहुत ऑस्टेरिटीज कर रहा है तू, पर कितना, ये नहीं, वो नहीं, ऐसा नहीं, वैसा नहीं. क्या बना है तेरे लिए, बता. मैंने कहा कुछ भी नहीं, आज तो एकादशी है, आज कुछ भी नहीं खाऊंगा. तो बोले, अरे बाप रे, कितना, इतने रिस्ट्रिक्शंस इतनी कम आयु में. बच्चा, मेरा तो ऐसा है नियम कि मैं कुछ भी खा लेता हूं, अपने होस्ट को तकलीफ नहीं देता. आई डोंट ट्रबल माई होस्ट. वो जो देते खा लेता हूं. If they give me beef also, I will not complain. I will quietly eat. Give me fish, I will eat. कुछ भी दो, मैं चुपचाप खा लूंगा. वेजिटेरियन दो, खा लूंगा. नॉन वेज दो, खा लूंगा. शराब दो, पी लूंगा. कुछ मेरा, मैं तकलीफ नहीं देता किसी को. हाँ, होस्ट को तकलीफ नहीं दे रहे, पर काऊ को तकलीफ दे रहे, फिश को तकलीफ दे रहे, उनका गला काट रहे, कटवा रहे. But he said it so lovingly. He said, मेरा तो ऐसा है ना, कुछ भी दो, मेरा कोई जैसा एओ नहीं, कुछ नहीं, बस चुपचाप खा लेता हूँ. आई फेल्ट लाइक डूइंग दिस टू. कितना अच्छा है रे तू. हरे कृष्णा. पाषंडी. पाषंडी मीन्स सब कुछ ठीक है, कुछ भी खिला दो सब खा लेंगे. नहीं, दैट ओनली लॉर्ड शिवा कैन डू. ही कैन ड्रिंक कालाकूट पॉइजन ऑल्सो. बट हियर इट इज सेड that Pashandi means one who sees no difference between Lord Narayan and the other 33 crore demigods. So now, in short, what is happening here is the curse is that the followers of Lord Shiva will become Pashandis, which means they will not recognize Lord Vishnu as the, or Lord Krishna as the ultimate Supreme Personality of Godhead. Understand? That's why there is so much fight between Shaivites and Vaishnavas. They never accept Lord Vishnu as the Supreme. There's a curse. We know the reason now. There is a curse. There was one devotee family actually, mother and son. They used to join our japa calls also. Keshavada Prabhu. 32 rounds. They read Shiv Puran and they left. Till today, they have not come back. Hare Krishna. So now we know the reason. There is a internal reason. इंटरनल रीजन इज कि भृगु महाराज का श्राप है. इफ यू बिकम अ फॉलोअर लाइक दैट, सुपरफिशियल फॉलो, एक्चुअली वी आर ऑल्सो शैवाइट्स. वैष्णवा नाम था शंभु. ही संप्रदाय आचार्य. ही इज महाजन. महाजन में गथा सपन था. सो वी आर शैवाइट्स. स्वयंभु नारद शंभु. सो वी आर फॉलोअर्स ऑफ लॉर्ड शिवा. But those who have a materialistic understanding of Lord Shiva, they will get into this atheism, Pashandi Vritti. It is sometimes seen, Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport, that devotees of Lord Shiva imitate the characteristics of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva drank an ocean of poison, so they also take ganja, marijuana. Like this person telling me, हम सब कुछ खा लेते हैं. Prabhus, can you hold once again? Once again, I'm getting. Hare Krishna. Thank you. It is said that such devotees of Lord Shiva will be Sad Shastra Paripanthina. They will be opposed to the conclusion of the Bhakti Shastras. Srila Prabhupada says. This is a Shra of Bhrigu Muni. It is confirmed in Padma Puran also. Lord Shiva was ordered by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna, to preach impersonal Mayavad philosophy for a particular purpose. Just as Lord Buddha preached philosophy of voidness, Shunyavad, for particular purposes mentioned in the Shastra. Count of three, tell me the verse. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hari Bol. I am also thinking. What is the verse? Mayavadam asat shastram prachannam buddhamuchyate mayaiva vihitam devi kalau brahmana murtina. Padma Puran. Lord Shiva is telling Devi, Parvati Devi, that Mayavadam asat shastram. Mayavad is asat shastra. It is not sat shastra. See, here it is said sat shastra paripanthina. They will be deviated away, diverted away, detoured away from the real path of the shastra, the bhakti path. So, Mayavadam asat shastram. It is asat shastra, not sat shastra. Asat shastra. It is false philosophy. Mayavad is false philosophy. Mayavadam asat shastram prachannam bauddham uchyate. And it is actually Buddhism only, but in a covered way. Buddhism says everything is zero. Mayavad says everything is one. Both are binary. They are the same. Hmm? So Mayavadam asat shastram prachannam bauddham uchyate mayaiva vihitam devi. It will be preached by me. Mayaiva. By me, Mayavad will be preached. Mayaiva vihitam devi. When? In Kaliyu. Kalau. How? Brahmana Murtina. Shriba Adi Shankaracharya. Haribol. Shriba Adi Shankaracharya avatar is predicted in Padma Puran. Mayavadam asat shastram prachannam bodham uchyate mayaiva vihitam devi kalau brahmana murtina. In Kaliyug, in the form of a Brahmana, I will come. Prabhupada is quoting that. In the Shiva Puran, it is stated that Lord Shiva said to Parvati that in Kaliyug, the body of a Brahman, in the body of a Brahman, he would preach the Mayavad philosophy. Thus, it is generally found that the worshippers of Lord Shiva are Mayavadi followers. Hare Krishna. Lord Shiva himself says, Mayavadam asat shastram. Asat shastra, as explained here, means the doctrine of Mayavad impersonalism or becoming of the Supreme. Bhrigu Muni cursed that persons who worshipped Lord Shiva would become followers of this Mayavad Asat Shastra, which attempts to establish that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is impersonal. Hare Krishna. Besides that, among the worshippers of Lord Shiva, there is a section who live a devilish life. Srimad Bhagavatam and Sri Narad Pancharatra are authorized scriptures that are considered as Sat Shastra. Dharma projita kaitavotra parama nirmat satam vedyam vastavamastu atra shivadam tapatrayonmulanam Shrimad Bhagavatam Mahamunikrite kim va parairishvara Sadhyoridhyavaruddhate takritibi shushrushubhistat kshanat Nigamakalpatarorgalitam phalam Shukamukhadamritadravasamyutam Pibata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Muhuraho Rasika Bhuvi Bhavuka Sarvavedanta Saram hi Shri Bhagavatam Ishyate Tadrasamrita Triptasya Nanyattasya Drati Kvachit Very clearly it is mentioned. So many places in Bhagavatam that Srimad Bhagavatam is the topmost scripture. 29. Nashta Shaucha Mudha, beg your pardon. Nashta Shaucha Mudha Dhiyo Jata Bhasma Sthidharinaha Vishantu Shiva Dikshayam Yatra Daivam Surasavam Sura Asavam, wine and liquor. Now listen carefully. Shri Bhrigu Muni is cursing those who vow to worship Lord Shiva, Shiva Dikshayam, those who are initiated into worship of Lord Shiva, are so foolish, moodadhi, that they imitate him by keeping long hair, jata, long hair on their heads, jata. When initiated into worship of Lord Shiva, they prefer to live on wine, flesh, and other such things. And they also put bhasma on their body, ashes. We see this today, isn't it? There are certain practitioners, upasaks, who do this. So that is because of the curse of Bhrigu Muni. Indulging, purport, Srila Prabhupada writes, indulging in wine and meat, keeping long hair on one's head, not bathing daily, and smoking marijuana, ganja, are some of the habits which are accepted by foolish creatures who do not have regulated lives. By such behavior, one becomes devoid of transcendental knowledge. If we do these things, intoxicants, we will not have transcendental knowledge. In the initiation into the Shiva mantra, there are mudrikashtak, in which it is sometimes recommended one makes his sitting place on the, basically through very, very low types of consciousness. In that process of worship, wine is needed. In Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, it is mentioned mamsa, meat, madira, alcohol, mahila, woman, and matsya also, fish also they put. So a lot of undesirable things they use in the puja, which is tamasic puja. But Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tells us in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, in his conversation with Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, that you should do Satvik Pujan. Satvik Pujan is with Ganga Jal and Tulsi. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says. Haribol. 30. Brahmacha brahmanamschaiva yadyuyam parinindattah setum vidharanam pumsam atha pashandamashritah. Shri Bhrigu Muni continued, since you blaspheme the Vedas and the Brahmanas who are followers of the Vedic principles, it is understood that you have already taken shelter of the doctrine of atheism. Ataha pashandam ashrita. You have taken shelter of passion, atheism. Bhrigu Muni, in cursing Nandishwar, said that not only would they be degraded as pashandis, atheists, because of this curse, but they had already fallen to the standard of atheism because they had blasphemed the Vedas. It is said that the definition of a theist, astik, is what? Who can tell? What is the definition of astik? His Holiness Srila Radha Govindas Goswami Maharaj explains what is the definition of astik. Remember, astikyam is one of the qualities of the Brahman, 9 qualities. Astik means one who has faith in the Vedas. That person is called astik. Because imagine Radha Gopinath Prabhu, I say, I am a theist. I believe in God. Acha, who is your God? Oh, this Babaji. I take a name of some Baba. He's God. He is incarnation of God in this modern age. And he is my God, and I am a theist. Does that make me a theist? No. Therefore, the definition of theism or astik is one who has faith in the words of the Shastra, Shabda Brahma. Because Shabda Brahma says, Ishvara Parama Krishna. Krishnastu Bhagwan Swayam. Matah Parataram Nanyat Kinchidasti Dhananjaya. Mai Sarvamitam Protam Sutre Manigana Iva. Aham Sarvasya Prabhava Matah Sarvam. Param Brahma Param Dham Pavitram. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna. Yatra Partha Dhanurdhara. That is what Shastra says. So, Astik means one who has faith in Shastra, Vedas, which are coming from Shri Krishna. Vedanta Krit. So, in this way, the cursing, counter cursing, counter cursing is going on. है ना? First, Daksha cursed, then Nandishwar cursed, now Bhrigu cursed. चल रहा है. Eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. '31. एष एव हि लोकानां शिवः पन्था सनातनः यं पूर्वे चानुसन्तस्थुर् यत् प्रमाणं जनार्दन. The Vedas give the eternal regulative principles for auspicious advancement. Shiva Pantha Sanatana. Eternal principles for auspicious advancement in human civilization. Eternal regulative principles. The Vedas are giving, which have been rigidly followed in the past. Yam Purve Chanusantasthur. They have been followed nicely, rigidly. Anusantasthur means rigidly followed. Purve, in the past. The strong evidence of this principle is Janardhan, Supreme Personality of Godhead, the well-wisher of all living entities. Bhrigu Muni is glorifying the Vedas and saying the Vedas tell us what we are supposed to do with our life, how to make our life successful. And it is the Brahmanas who follow the Vedas. Brahma Janati iti Brahman. So, in the purport, Srila Prabhupada says in Bhagavad Gita, the Supreme Personality of God, Krishna, has claimed that he is the father of all living entities. Pitaham asya jagatam. Mata dhata pitama. Now, Vedas come from Krishna. All Vedas come from Krishna. Therefore, the Vedas are called Apaurusheya. They are not written by any man. Brahma is not the creator or author of the Vedas. Brahma received Vedas from Shri Vishnu. Tene Brahma Hridaya Ādi Kavai. Vedas are Shabda Brahma. Prabhupada quotes, in the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam, we established Tene Brahma Hridaya. The Supreme Absolute Truth, Personality of Godhead, instructed Brahma. Therefore, our Guru Parapara is Krishna Haite Chaturmukha. Krishna gave it to Lord Brahma. 32. Tad Brahma Paramam Shuddham Satam Vartma Sanatanam Vigarya Yata Pashandam Daivam Vo Yatra Bhutarat. Bhrigu is saying, by blaspheming the principles of the Vedas. So first he's saying, the Vedas give us the highest knowledge how to make our life perfect. The Vedas are Apaurushaya. Vedas are coming from the Supreme Lord, Janardhan. Now in this verse 32 he says, by blaspheming the principles of the Vedas, which are the pure and supreme path of the saintly persons. Satam Vartma Sanatana. Vartma means the path. Satam means for saintly person. Sanatana means it's an eternal path. What the Vedas are showing. Brahma means Vedas. Tad Brahma Paramam Shuddham. Bhrigu is saying that the Vedas are Param Shuddham. They are absolutely pure. They are spiritual. Shabda Brahma. By blaspheming the Vedas, which are pure, by blaspheming the Vedas, which show the supreme path of the saintly persons, certainly you followers of Bhutapati, Bhutarat, the Lord of the Bhut, Lord Shiva, you will all descend to the standard of atheism without a doubt. Vigarya Yata Pashandam. You will certainly go and become Pashandis. Again and again, this Bhrigu Muni is cursing that you will become Pashandis, atheists. Purport. Srila Prabhupada writes, Lord Shiva is described here as Bhutarat. The Bhuta, ghosts, and those who are situated in mode of ignorance are called Bhutas. So Bhutarat means the leader of the creatures who are lowest mode, ignorance. Another meaning of Bhuta is anyone who has taken birth. Mama Amsha Jiva Loka Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. The two meanings are there. Bhut also refers to any living entity who has taken birth. So in that sense, Lord Shiva may be accepted as the father of this material world. Yes, he is. He and his wife, Mother Parvati, is called Amba, means mother, or Ambika. So Lord Shiva is the father of this world, material world. Here, of course, Bhrigu Muni takes Lord Shiva to be the leader of the Bhut, ghosts. Srila Prabhupada says the characteristics of people in the mode of ignorance are what? They do not bathe. Haribol. They don't take bath. Bathe means shower. They have long hair on their heads and they are addicted to intoxicants. So these things we should avoid. 33. Maitre uvacha tasyevam vadata shapam bhrigosa bhagavan bhavah nischakramah tatah kinche vimana eva sanugaha. Bichare. Bholenath. He is really Bholenath, Lord Shiva. The sage Maitreya Muni, Shripad Maitreya Muni Maharaj, is speaking to Mahajan, Mahatma, Yam Avatar, Shri Vidurji. When such cursing and counter cursing was going on between Lord Shiva's followers and the parties of Daksha and Bhrigu, Lord Shiva became very morose. He became very morose. Vimanaha. Vimanaha means he became morose. Not saying anything, Lord Shiva left the arena of the sacrifice. He left the Yagyashala, followed by his disciples. Sa Anuga. Along with his disciples, he left. Bhagavan Bhava. Lord Shiva Bhava is called Bhagavan here, referred to as Bhagavan. Therefore, we say Shankar Bhagavan, Shankar Bhagavan. Purport. Srila Prabhupada is going to glorify our beloved Lord Shiva. Here, Lord Shiva's excellent character is described in spite of the cursing and counter cursing between the parties of Daksha and Lord Shiva, because Lord Shiva is the greatest Vaishnava. He was so sober, dhira, that he did not say anything. What is that verse? Did not say anything when cursed. Tiraskrita vipralabdha kshapta kshipta hata api nasya tat pratikurvanti tad bhakta prabhavopihi. Who said this verse? Wonderful Bhakti Vaibhava students who submitted your YouTube links with recordings. Who said this to whom? Satyaramadevi. Who said this to whom? Listen to the question properly. Who said to whom?
I knew the answer, but the way you asked, I'm scared to say now, Prabhuji.
No, say. Hare
Is
Krishna.
For Parikshit Maharaj, Shringi,
Is it?
Shringi,
I thought you all submitted the shlokas. Who said this? Shama Kishori Mataji to the rescue.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Is it Parikshit Maharaj to the Brahmanas? No.
दुखी मन मेरे सुन मेरा कहना, जहां नहीं चैना वहां नहीं रहना.
Sorry. Hare Krishna.
Who said this? Radha Gopinath Prabhu from Canada to the rescue.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Swami Krishna told his own son that the Vaishnavas do not
Hare Krishna. Very
counteract.
big hand to our dear Radha Gopinath Prabhu. This verse was spoken by Sri Shamik Rishi addressing the Lord. That Tad Bhakta Prabhuvopihi, such is the power of your devotees, O Supreme Lord Krishna, that they are cursed, they are criticized, they are even killed. But still, Nasidat Prati Kurvanti, still they don't retaliate, still they don't object, they are so tolerant. Wow, what power your devotees have. Haribol. And of course, Shringi was listening. Very good. Tiraskrita, not Puraskar, Tiraskar. Tiraskrita vipralabdha, Shapta, Shipta, Hata, Hata means they are killed. Shapta, they are cursed, but killed. Still they don't say anything. Nasidat prati kurvanti, taddhenu kampam, susamikshaman, bhunjana evatma kritam vipaka. Lord Shiva is like that. Very sober. Srila Prabhupada continues writing, a Vaishnava is always tolerant. And Lord Shiva is considered the topmost Vaishnava. So his character as shown in the scene is excellent. Look how Srila Prabhupada is glorifying Shankar Bhagavan, Lord Shiva. He became morose because he knew that these people, both his followers Nandishwar and Daksha and his followers like Bhrigu, were unnecessarily cursing and counter-cursing one another without any interest in spiritual life. They had come down to very, very low material plane. You will become atheist. You will not get share in the sacrifice. You will be like that. You will become manga. You will put bhasma. You will do this. You will do that. You will forget Shastra. Very low level consciousness. Vaishnavas don't behave like that. So Lord Shiva didn't feel like remaining in that place. What kind of conversations are these? Cursing, counter cursing is this? From Lord Shiva's point of view, he did not see anyone as lower or higher because he is a Vaishnava. Pandita Samadarshina, Bhagavad Gita 5.18. One who is perfectly learned does not see anyone as lesser or greater because he sees everyone from the spiritual platform. Thus, the only alternative left to Lord Shiva was to leave in order to stop his follower Nandishwar as well as Bhrigu Muni from cursing and counter cursing in that way. Lord Shiva thought best is to leave. And really, this is the best solution when there is Vaishnava Aparadh going on. Be quiet and just leave the place. Just leave. Express your displeasure by leaving. 34. Tepi Vishwasrija Satram Sahasra Parivatsaran Samvidhaya Mahesh Pasa Yatreja Rishabho Harihi. Sri Maitreya Muni continued, O Mahatma Vidur, all the Prajapatis, Vishwasrija, Srija means to create, Vishwasrija, they are populating the whole world with different species. The Prajapatis, O Vidur, Mahatma Vidur, all the Prajapatis of the universal population thus executed a sacrifice for Sahasra Parivatsaram, 1,000 years, thousands of years. For sacrifice is the best way to worship Lord Hari. Yadne Sankirtana Prayer Yajanti hi Sumandasa. Haribol. In Kali Yuga, that sacrifice is Harinam Sankirtan. For sacrifice is the best way to worship the Supreme Lord Hari, the personality of Godhead. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada says it is clearly stated here that the stalwart personalities who generate the entire population of the world are interested in satisfying the Supreme Personality of God by offering sacrifices. Very nice point. The Prajapatis are all devotees and they are trying for Samsiddhir Haritoshanam. One may engage in performing sacrifices and severe austerities for perfection, but they are all meant to satisfy the Supreme Lord. Whatever with Adha Pumbir Dureshreshtha Varnashrama Vibhagasha Sanushtitasya Dharmasya Samsiddhira Haritoshana. Whatever we do in Varnashram Dharma, it is for the satisfaction of Lord Hari ultimately. So the sages, they assembled and performed thousands of years of yajna, sacrifice, 35. Apluyavabhritham yatra ganga yamunayanvita virajena sarve swam swam dhama yayustataha. My dear Vidur, carrier of bows and arrows, all the demigods who were performing the sacrifice, yajna, took their bath at the confluence of Ganga and Yamuna after completing the yajna performance. Such a bath is called Avabhrita Snan. Keshavada Prabhu. Ekopi Krishnasya Krita Pranamo Dashashvamedhavabhritena Punyam. Avabhrit Snan. Did I tell this verse here? No, we told on Friday. Okay, you can note down this beautiful verse from the Shanti Parva of Sri Mahabharata. Srila Vyasdeva in Mahabharata has written a very beautiful verse about the importance of offering obeisances, the power of offering obeisances to Sri Krishna. Ekopi Krishnasya Krita Pranamo Dashashvamedhavabhritena Tulya Dashashvamedhi Punareti Janma Krishna Pranami Na Punarbhavaya. Janani Mataji. Ekopi Krishnasya Krita Pranamo. If one offers one pranam, one namaskar to Shri Krishna, Dashashvamedhava Bhritena Tulyam. It is equal to taking the Avabhrit Snan after completing 10 Ashwamedh Yajnas. Socho. One pranam to Shri Krishna is equal to completion of 10 Ashwamedh Yajna. This Avabhrit Snan. Dashashvamedhava Bhritena Tulya. But there is a difference, Srila Vyasdeva says. Dashashvamedhi Punareti Janma. One who performs 10 Ashwamedh Yajnas, yeah, he'll get a lot of punya, but he'll have to take birth again. Krishna Pranami na Punarbhavaya. But one who offers one pranam to Shri Krishna will never take birth in this material world again. One pranam to Shri Krishna. Please make sure you offer obeisances to Shri Krishna. Hari Bol. Ekopi Krishnasya Krita Pranamo Dashashvamedhavabhritena Tulya Dashashvamedhi Punareti Janma Krishna Pranami Na Punarbhavaya. Hari Bol. So here Avabhrit Snan is mentioned. Such a bath is called Avabhrit. What is it? After completing the Yajna, you go and take bath in the confluence of Ganga Yamuna. Hari Bol. After thus performing Yajna and being purified at heart, they departed for their respective abodes. So the Yajna was completed and they all went to their respective abodes. Thousands of years of Yajna was performed. Purport. After Lord Shiva and previously Daksha left the arena of sacrifice, the sacrifice was not stopped. दो लोगों का झगड़ा हो गया, इसलिए they didn't stop the yajna. Yajna continued. Daksha left. Bhole Baba was sitting. But counter cursing, counter cursing was going on. So Shivji just got up and left. So he left. So Nandishwar also left. So the cursing stopped. Then all these other sadhus who were sitting, Brahmanas, they carried on the yajna. Daksha had left. Bhole Baba had left. Continued. The yajna completed, took the Avabhrit Snan, which marks the completion of the yajna, and they went to their respective abodes. The sacrifice was not destroyed for want of Shiva or Daksha, and the sages went on with their activities. In other words, it may be assumed that if one does not worship the demigods, even up to Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma, one can nevertheless satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is also confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 7.22. Kamayastasta ritadhyana prapadyante anya devata. When the mind is stolen by lusty desires or selfish desires, one surrenders to the demigods because they quickly give. I like to tell the story when I was to go to Radha Gopinath Mandir. There is Babulnath Mandir up the street, and one person used to go there, and somebody was trying to preach to him. Our Shamananda Prabhu told the story. Shamananda Prabhu is a very senior brahmachari in Shri Shri Radha Gopinath Mandir. Actually, Shamananda Prabhu himself spoke to that person that you go to Bholenath, very good, और इधर भी आते जाओ के मुंशी मार्ग आते जाओ राधा गोपीनाथ मंदिर भी आते जाओ थोड़ा तो इसे नहीं नहीं ठीक है बाबुलनाथ बाबुलनाथ तो श्यामानंद प्रभु आस व्हाट इज द रीजन ओनली बाबुलनाथ वो काम करता है वो काम करता है एग्जाम रहो नौकरी रहो फाइनेंशियल प्रॉब्लम रहो स्टॉक मार्केट रहो हेल्थ रहो मैट्रिमोनियल रहो काम करता है कुछ भी काम हो मीन्स यू आर यूजिंग कृष्ण योर वर्शिपेबल डीटी एज योर सर्वेंट आई वांट दिस प्रोड्यूस आई वांट दिस लेके आओ ये हाजिर करो वो हाजिर करो इज दैट द उपासना नो दिस इज वणिक मेंटालिटी येऽपि अन्य देवता भक्ता यजन्ते श्रद्धयान्विता तेऽपि माम एव कौन्तेय यजन्ते अविधि पूर्वकम इट इज अविधि पूर्वक डेमिगॉड वर्शिप इज अविधि पूर्वक वी शुड वर्शिप द सुप्रीम लॉर्ड यथा तरोर मूल निषेचयेन तृप्यन्ति यत् स्कंद भुजोपशाखा we should worship the root of everything, Shri Krishna. In this age of Kali, last paragraph, it is practically impossible to perform Deva Yajna or sacrifice to the demigods. As such, in this age, Srimad Bhagavatam recommends Sankirtan Yajna. Yajna Sankirtana Prayar Yajanti Sumedasa. 11.5.32. Intelligent people, Sumedasa, will perform worship of Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu through Harinam Sankirtan. Clearly it is mentioned. Intelligent people will worship Gauranga Mahaprabhu. How many of you are worshipping Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu? Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. And how is the worship of Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu performed in Kali Yuga? Krishna Varanam Tvisa Krishnam Sangopanga Straparshadam Yadne Sankirtana Prayer Yajanti. Yajanti means to worship. He is worshipped prior, mainly through Nam Sankirtan. Yadne Sankirtana Prayer Yajanti. Isu Medasa. Intelligent person will do that. They will worship Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna avatar in Kali Yuga, always chanting Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. His complexion is a Krishna. He is not dark, but he is fair. And he is worshipped, Yajanti, through Sankirtan Yajna. Yajna Sankirtana. Mainly. You can offer garland also, you can offer Arti also, Gaur Arti also. But mainly it is Harinam. Therefore, after Gaur Arti, we always do Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Like that. Mahaprabhu is happy when we chant Hare Krishna Maha. Tasmin Tushte Jagat Tushta, Prabhupada writes. Tasmin Tushte Jagat Tushta. When Shri Krishna, Lord Vishnu, is satisfied, all demigods who are parts and parcels of Supreme Lord, they are also satisfied. Aham Adir Hi Devanam. Krishna is the origin. Satisfy Krishna. Everybody is satisfied. Thus end the Bhakti and the Purports, 4th Canto, 2nd chapter, Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Daksha Curses our beloved Pyare Bhole Baba, Lord Shiva. And then chapter 3 is another very marmic prasanga, another great jolt to the tender heart of Lord Shiva is coming. when his own wife Sati will disobey him. Hare Krishna. And go to the function of her father. Talks between Lord Shiva and Sati. So we will do Shri Ganeshaya Namaha of chapter 3, Krishna willing, day after tomorrow. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Quick announcement. Exam will be, I think, I will give you the question paper. Closed book. And you take the closed book exam at your convenience. It's Kartik month. Take it and submit it in the next 2-3 weeks according to your convenience. No problem. Okay. An open book also you can submit. Because we are already quite a bit into the next module. We've already finished 2 chapters. So take it. Kartik month is going on. I know all of you have Niyam Seva. You are doing more bhajan, more chanting, hearing. So you, as you get time, you do it. We will put the closed book exam also on the group and you can take it. Thank you. Hare Krishna. But submit it in the next 3 weeks or so. Okay. By the end of by around 15th November, 20th November. Tak. Yes, Satyam Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Extremely sorry, Prabhuji. I should not say this, but really my module 3 papers I have not yet received.
What? Can you send me again that email? Because I have answered each and every email. So send it again. Okay?
Okay, Prabhuji.
Divya Mataji will take question next time because now it's already 9:34. I'm very, very tired. Okay? Thank you. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Mataji, send anybody who has not received assessment, send it again, please. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Jai Jai Shri Radhe Shyam.
Um,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much.